Hey there, guys. How y'all doing? I'm just tuning in here for a quick update as we get into the end of 2022, and I wanted to give a quick update on Unifi, Utrade, all of the things that are happening there, as well as some of the other little things going on in the world today. So, with that being said, I'm just going to hop right into it. So today, I do want to talk a little bit about the Utrade transition as Utrade is being shut down. I do want to talk about up. I've got some really cool things that I want to talk about there, and the possibility of an up redeem date type scenario. And the third thing that I want to just talk about a little bit is just kind of like what that means for the future and going up into 2023 and beyond, and what these kinds of things are doing for us. So with that being said, I'm just going to kind of hop right in. So Utrade, as most of you know, is actually being shut down effective December 1st. So this is a big transition for us. It's happening on all of the available blockchains that we're on. So it's a pretty huge event for us. What that means is that these are simply the liquidity pools that are offered on Utrade itself. This doesn't mean up. This doesn't mean the redeem value or things like that. The website is still going to be up there and live on December 1st and beyond, because obviously we're still going to be maintaining up itself. But I did want to inform everyone that this is a big change in terms of the liquidity pools themselves. When we say Utrade, we're really talking about liquidity pools that are supported there, not up specifically. With that being said, I think I've seen quite a few conversations kind of out there in public about like what this means, and I think that I just want to just shine a little bit of a light on it, because I think there may be some confusion here. For a long time, the primary revenue source for up itself as a token economy was, for a very, very long time, simply other liquidity pools, and that was great. That worked great initially. That worked great. That worked great at the onset. We saw some very cool things happening, but what it did is it kind of set us up for this situation where, as up grew and as up scaled, it meant that those rewards were essentially distributed across more and more of the up token itself, and it kind of hamstrung its ability to be more successful. So now you fast forward into today, and we're in this point now where liquidity pools have to compete with tokenomics, with people that are distributing a token that's an unbacked token, an unvalued token. Liquidity pools are kind of reducing as a result of that, and so those rewards are reduced that flow into up, in addition to the fact that there's more up in circulation, so it's being spread across more up. And what that does is it kind of slows things down. And from our perspective, this is just, and this was known at the onset. It was a known thing that would be that would upgrade continually as we went through, and that's where we're at today. Is we've installed a lot of really cool upgrades that are coming in, or that are currently live, and are going to continue to evolve into the future, primarily based around strategies and how the new up tokenomics works, which I do want to talk about briefly, because there was some recent news about Curve doing something very similar, which is pretty neat. So with that being said, guys, December 1st, Utrade is going to be shuttered. Itself, up is going to continue on in the foreseeable future, and that means this month we are going to be doing a little bit of a test. We're going to actually have an up redeem day. For those of you that are not aware, up is obviously fully collateralized. This is not like other tokens that are out there. It's not like you would see on most other products today. Up is actually a more than 100% collateralized token. And we're going to be demonstrating that this month here, hopefully within the next few weeks. And I do expect there to be an announcement coming out here really soon. I was hoping it would be out before this live stream, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and kind of be the first to announce that, and details will follow me. But what that means is that we're going to be opening up that is currently in strategies in liquidity pools and allowing people to directly redeem. This won't require a trade, won't require a sell. There will be no slippage, nothing like that. You'll be able to shoot in an up token and get back whatever the actual backing is, like one-to-one. There's like no additional costs and things like that there. And I think that's super neat. I think that's actually an extremely neat feature, and I think it demonstrates something that is a pretty huge differentiator when it comes to up. And that's why I do want to talk a little bit about Curve and kind of some of the things they've been talking about. They've been talking about these really cool uncollateralized liquidity pools that would use a stablecoin. And it's very similar to how Up works today. And it's probably one of the most innovative things that we've come up with in the last few years here. When I take a look at the way that Up is actually functioning today, it does offer a ton of really cool things based around how slippage impacts it, how price differences impact it, and basically how it can generate more rewards itself. And it's pretty interesting because the more that the price slips, the further the price differs from the backed value, the more potential reward that can be converted back into that backed value. Because essentially we have Darby and some services that operate like that. They can kind of step in, use a lot of the quirks and features of the token itself to rebalance the pool in any state, or if it can't, withdraw liquidity, repay the amount that was taken out from Up, and do an even better return on the redeemed value. But essentially, it's something that's so stable, we don't even actually need to use U-Trade to demonstrate this. And currently, Up is actually being provided as liquidity like this on non-U-Trade pools. So we currently have Up now that is sitting inside of third-party pools. That is the full backed redeem value is there as well. Up is there as well. And we're saying that we're going to be opening up a redeem day, which is basically a proof of funds or run on the bank, whatever you want to call it. And it's a pretty cool demonstration of kind of how this token works. And I don't think it's something that many other similar DeFi products can offer. So that's super neat. And I'm very excited to see that happen, see that liquidity be pulled down, be made available to redeem 100% of what's out there, and see what people do. So that'll be very cool. Lastly, just kind of what's happening now. We actually have quite a bit of the tech team here in Los Angeles, actually staying within 5-minute drive from where I am right now. I'll be going there after. I was hoping they were here for the call, but unfortunately things materialized differently. So this week we're talking about a lot of different things. Obviously, a major topic is talking about blockchain and the sustainability of blockchain as a technology itself. But in addition to that, there is quite a bit to do on the Up token itself. You guys have seen us coming out with a lot of new strategies and concepts around that. This is kind of going to be the bread and butter of Up going forward into 2023. And what I do anticipate to happen is from this week, I think we're going to fully mature Up this year, so that Up is going to be ready to take advantage of the strategies and the tools and features that it needs. There's some very cool stuff coming here, and that would include the ability for people outside of the company to interact with things like Darby and other features that are going to be out there. So that can certainly help in terms of how Up operates and continues to operate going forward. And then with strategies being more finalized and further developed, what that will do is demonstrate publicly kind of like what can be done with the Up token itself, and basically how people outside of the company can come up with new strategies and concepts of how to take this liquidity pool and generate even additional revenue for the whole economy. So that's going to be super cool to see, and I'm very excited to kind of walk us through that for the rest of this year, so that come January 1st, we're on a nice fresh setting for the Up token. So with that being said, guys, I know there are some more announcements coming here at the end of the year. This is not the last one we had talked about. winding down these calls, but there's, there continues to be small updates here and there, enough to kind of get on and talk about it. So I do encourage you guys to come up with questions, post your questions and comments, get those out there, because it'd be awesome to see. Some more of that come through. If you guys want to collect them, gather them together and post them at the next one, that'd be great too. So with that being said, have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. The market is kind of crazy, but that's kind of the world that we live in. So everybody stay safe. Have a great holiday, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, bye.